After classification of linguistic composition, next topic is the religious composition of population in India. Religion is one of the most dominant force or affecting the culture and also political life of the people. Since religion virtually permeates into almost all the aspects of people's family and community lives, it is important to study the religious composition of population in human geography. Hindu, actually there are mainly four or five main religious community lived in India. First is Hindu. The Hindus are distributed as a major group in many states, ranging from 70 to 90% and above, except the district of states along Indo-Kashmir, then hill states of northeast and in scattered areas of Deccan and Ganga plains. Then next community is religious community is Muslim community. Muslim, the largest religious minority. Actually, it is the largest religious minority are concerned in Jammu and Kashmir, certain district of West Bengal, and also Kerala. Many districts of Uttar Pradesh in the around Delhi and Lakshadweep. They form majority in the Kashmir Valley and Lakshadweep. Now, next is Christian community. One second. The Christian population is distributed mostly in the rural areas of the country. The main concentration is observed along the western coast around Goa, then Goa, Kerala, and also the hill states of Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Chotanagpur Plateau, and hills of Manipur. Next is Sikhs. Sikhs are mostly concerned in the relatively small areas of Punjab and Haryana and Delhi. Particularly in the states of Punjab, Haryana and Delhi. Last is Jains and Buddhists. The smallest religious group in India have their concentration only in selected areas of the country. Jains have major concentration in the urban areas of Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra, while the Buddhists are concentrated mostly in Maharashtra. The other areas of Buddhist majorities are Sikkim, then Arunachal Pradesh, Ladakh, Jammu and Kashmir, etc. So, this is your religious composition of population in India. Next topic is occupational structure or occupational composition of India. Mainly the occupational structure is divided into three categories: primary sector, secondary and tertiary. And Indian population, working population, totally mostly dependent in primary sector. That means the agricultural sector, fishing, mining, forestry, etc. Next is the tertiary, secondary sector. Secondary sector means industrial sector. So, it is observed that in India, the proportion of workers, some workers are main workers, some are marginal workers, is only 39.8%, leaving a vast majority, about the 60% non-workers. This indicate economic status in which there is a large proportion of dependent population. That means in India, only 39.8% populations are independent workers, and mostly 60% are dependent on others people. That means they are non-workers. For this reason, the economic status is not good in India. There is a large proportion of dependent population, further indicating possible existence of large number of unemployment and underemployment people. Okay. The occupational composition of India population, which actually means engagement of individual in farming, manufacturing, trade, services, or any kind of professional activity, show a large proportion of primary sector workers compared to secondary and tertiary. That means the more people are engaged in primary sector, then tertiary sector and secondary, primary sector, then tertiary sector and secondary sector. About 54.6% of total working population are cultivators and agricultural laborers, whereas only 3.8% workers are engaged in household industry and 41.6% are other workers, including non-household industry, trade, commerce, construction, repair and other services. As far as the occupation of the country male and female population is concerned, male workers out of number of female workers in all the three sectors. Male workers are more than female workers in all three sectors. Okay. So, this chapter is almost complete. Okay.